Oh my god, she's wearing the same clothes as the before. Hey guys, how's it going? I have literally just filmed this video after my previous video, which was about 50 Shades Darker, because currently my house is empty, so I can just scream at a camera and not get put into a mental institute. Okay, I am now also going to be reviewing another book. This one's called Lolito. It was recommended by a YouTuber called Carrie Hope Fletcher. She made a video about like the top 5 books that she'd recommend, something along those lines, and once she had said about the basic plotline of Lolito, I was interested, which is probably something I shouldn't admit. Basically, I think it was written by a guy called Ben Brooks. Usually I'll try and double check all of this, but I've lent the book to my boyfriend, so I don't think I have it here. It was written by Ben Brooks, I think. I really hope that's not wrong. And it's a story about a 15-year-old boy. One of the main points of this book which I really enjoy is the fact that it actually seems to be written by a 15-year-old boy. Most books I read, it could be set in the eyes of a 16-year-old or a 15-year-old, and they could be speaking like Shakespeare, which just does not happen. Whereas in this book they do swear, they use terms that you do like at the teenager age, like smash your back doors in, stuff like that. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. It uses loads of terms like that, which I really enjoyed because that's the kind of terms I use with my friends, so it's nice to actually have a teenager acting like your typical kind of teenager. And like drinking cider in the park, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I really enjoyed the fact that it actually sounded like it was written by a teenager. I also really enjoyed the simplicity of the writing style. Instead of trying to dull it all up and make it all sound nice, it kind of just got to the point. And although I did feel like a few details were a bit vague, and I did get confused by some elements of the writing style, because it is different to what I've read before. It's not like the typical kind of writing style, but even at the very beginning I needed my boyfriend to explain something to me, because we start with this group of friends and they're kind of having 2 separate conversations, and it's kind of flicking between lines between the two. I think that's how my boyfriend described it to me. That could be completely wrong. And that confused me, and then he explained it to me, and then I understood it once I reread it, and then I enjoyed it, and I appreciated the fact that it's kind of like, you know, when you have the group of you together as a friends and then everyone's talking over each other. Although that used to really shoot me in the foot when I had friends, because it would literally be a case of 5 girls having about 50 different conversations, and they'll all turn to me asking for my opinion, and I always ended up saying the wrong thing. Usually I'll just go for yes, and then they'll all be like, Heather, you're such a bitch. So yeah, I liked the fact that that was in the book. Sorry about the tangent there. Like I said, I did find some of the writing complex. But the plotline itself I found quite interesting. I found the book as a whole really funny. Like, it was really amusing. I love the poems that he'd written to his girlfriend within it. I cannot remember her name, but at the end of some chapters, after he finds out something about her, he starts writing these poems to her, and some of them have literally got the best lines, which I had to send my boyfriend because I was in tears by them. It was a really amusing book. I don't want to give too much of it away. It does end up being like a 15-year-old having a meet-up, we'll say it like that, with like a 40-something-year-old. I want to say 48, but that could be wrong. There's a woman in their 40s, and then there's him learning about his age on a chat, and then they kind of speak, and they ended up going to go meet in a hotel. So that's kind of the main plot of it. It's very interesting, and it reflects the topic in a different light. We see it all from his perspective, which he doesn't see her doing anything wrong, but obviously other people will. But I don't want to give too much away. It's really interesting, it's really fun to read, it's really humorous. I got through it in 2 days, and I'm really bad at reading, but like I said, if a book holds my interest, I can read it so quickly. And this book didn't have any of those points, which kind of just made me want to put it down and not pick it up again. So I strongly suggest it to anyone. I think you can get it off of Amazon for a reasonable price. So if that's the kind of thing that you're interested in, or interested in reading I should say, then I'd strongly suggest you get this book and you read it, because it's not difficult to read, the font's quite big, which is important to me, and it's really interesting. So yeah, that's all I really have to say on that matter. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try and avoid waffling at the end of my videos now. So that's it from me today. See you guys later. Bye bye.